Chapter 6, Section 5, Part 3. We want to see if what they give us for x minus a is an actual factor. So in order to know if you have a factor, your remainder has to be 0. So we're going to use synthetic division again. And if we end up with 0 as a remainder, then what they give us for x minus a is a factor. So a is going to equal -3. So my -3, just like with synthetic division, is going to be there on the outside. We have a 1, we have a 3, and we have a -4. And I did not write the whole problem, so that's a -12. So x cubed plus 3x squared minus 4x minus 12. And then we have a -12. So we're going to drop the 1. -3 times 1 is -3. It's going to leave me with a 0. -3 times 0 is 0. That's going to leave me with a -4. And -3 times -4 is a +12, which leaves me with a 0 as my remainder. So that means since we have a remainder of 0, x plus 3 is a factor. So in order to finish this, we are going to write as follows. Our quotient is going to be x squared minus 4, which then factors to x plus 2, x minus 2. So our final answer is x cubed plus 3x squared minus 4x minus 12 is going to equal x plus 2, x minus 2, x plus 3. So the answer we pulled from our synthetic division was x squared minus 4, x minus 4. So that factored to x plus 2 times x minus 2, difference of squares, just what we did with factoring last section. So then our full answer is this, x to the third plus 3x squared minus 4x minus 12 equals x plus 2, x minus 2, x plus 3. That is your final answer. So you want to factor your q of x. You want to factor that quotient. So let's look at another one. We have x to the fourth minus 4x to the third minus 6x squared plus 4x plus 5. We want to know if x plus 1 is going to be a factor of this. So a is going to equal -1. I'm going to take -1, put it on the outside, draw my box. So we have 1, -4, -6, 4, and 5. I'm dropping down my 1. -1 times 1 is -1. And that gives me -5. -1 times -5 is a +6 or a +5, which is going to leave me with a -1. -1 times -1 is a 1, which is going to leave me with a 5. And then -1 times 5 is -5, which leaves me with a remainder of 0. So my q of x, my quotient, equals, since we started with x to the fourth, It's going to be x to the third minus 5x squared minus x plus 5 which then is going to factor. We have to factor by grouping. We're going to pull out an x squared, be left with x minus 5. Pull out a negative 1, be left with x minus 5. So we will have q of x equaling x squared minus 1 times x minus 5. So our full answer, x to the fourth minus 4x to the third minus 6x squared plus 4x plus 5 is going to equal x squared minus 1 times x minus 5, and x plus 1 is a factor. So there is your answer, factored. So the remainder theorem and the factor theorem is another way we can use synthetic division to do our factoring for us. If we have something that has more than 4 terms, like we have 5. Last example. We want to know if x minus 1 is a factor of 3x to the third minus 2x plus 5. So a is going to equal 1. We're going to have 3. We don't have a square term, so that's going to be a 0. Then we have a negative 2. And then we have a 5. So we're going to drop down our 3. 1 times 3 is 3. 0 plus 3 is 3. 1 times 3 is 3. Negative 2 plus 3 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. 5 and 1 gives me 6. That is not a remainder of 0. So x minus 1 is not a factor. Homework's posted on the agenda for Wednesday. Tomorrow we will review. You'll have a review to complete. And then Friday will be a quiz. So make sure you are available for that quiz.